How have the events of the last year, whether it be the pandemic or the racial justice protests, the January 6th attack at the Capitol, how have those things informed the collecting of the
Mm.
museum? And how does the museum avoid allowing itself to become politicized when collecting from events that are themselves so politically fraught?
Well, first of all, I would argue museums are always political. The key is to find a way to show that you're being driven by scholarship and you're looking at multiple points of view. I think I've always been struck, and Anthea and Kevin Young, who now runs the African American Museum, have been brilliant in leading our rapid response. Because early in my career, there were many times I wanted to tell stories and there were no collections. And we realized that one of the major jobs of a museum is to collect today for tomorrow. And so we recognized that one, we had to collect around George Floyd's murder. We had to collect around the January 6th insurrection. We had to actually look at how do we collect and interpret Black Lives Matter in a way that allows us to have material, but to actually be shaped, that collection be shaped by the community that we serve. So in essence, what is really crucial to me is to make sure, one, that we have this material for future interpretations, but two, to recognize that it's crucially important to help the public understand that these moments, though they're politically fraught, they're crucially important understanding who we are. And we hope that we can give people understanding because in some ways, the great challenge, but the great obligation and responsibility of a museum is if people trust us, we actually have people who will not talk to each other, but will come together around the work of museums like the Smithsonian. And that's what's special and needed, especially at a partisan time like this.